Hi, this is JMS Wheels with the Cassandra spinning wheel, and these are the instructions for assembly and disassembly of the wheel for travel. To start out with, you need to remove the flyer head. We will be offering standard rare earth magnet removal. Some may opt for a hitch pin that would secure the flyer to the shaft. The hitch pin here at the orifice is so that you can upgrade to an open orifice easily, and simply remove the hitch pin and the orifice slides right out. We found that a lot of spinning wheel companies offer a interchangeable orifice, but it requires buying a whole new flyer head, or it's more investment than the convenience is worth. So after removing the flyer head, this part's pretty much the same as changing bobbins. Remove the Scotch tension. The Scotch tension is held in with a pin. The type of pin we use provides enough friction that it's not going to slide out on you while you're working a project. A couple little twists and it comes right out. We've used a wax linen thread for the Scotch tension, simply because it was readily available. Really, any durable fiber would do. We've used a lawnmower spring because we preferred to use non-proprietary metal parts for this wheel, that if something happens, like say your spring gets overly stretched because an accident happened, these are very cheap at your local hardware store and can be easily replaced. The back of the wheel, there's a hitch pin to hold the whirl on. We are offering 2 whirls with the wheels. I prefer to use the smaller whirl. There's a 1/2 inch and a 1 inch whirl that will come with this wheel. The drive band is also one of those things you can pick up at the hardware store. It is a polyurethane cane that simply was cut to the intended length, and using a candle, melting the tips, not burning them, to weld it together, and trimming off the excess around the edges. And this is convenient because polyurethane belts tend to stretch, and eventually through that stretching you're not going to be able to get the friction that's needed to make the wheel turn. I prefer to keep my hitch pins with the parts they go with, so I don't lose them. The hitch pins can also be picked up at your local hardware store for very cheap, in case you lose one or accidents happen. After removing the shaft, you'll notice the bearings. They are closed bearings, so they do not require oiling. We are using leather straps to keep the footman attached to the treadles. And to disassemble this portion of the wheel, there's a hitch pin, depending on where you attach it. It'll either be at the back of the footman or the front. And the leather slides right out. The footman can be removed. We found that it puts a lot of wear and tear on the wheel, or on the footman, and so it can be done, but it's not necessary. The treadle bar is held in by pins. This is to allow you to be able to adjust the distance between the two treadles. Some people have wider hips, some people have narrower hips, and